Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today we are talking about Cracked Polish's new collection, Music is Life. I am super excited about this one. I just started purchasing from Cracked Polish at the beginning of the year. I kind of wanted to take on another indie nail polish brand. So this is the one that I chose to look at. This collection, Music is Life, is an 8-piece collection, and there are 2 magnetics. So let's go ahead and take a look at them. We're going to start with this one on shuffle. I have to say, as a millennial, I feel like this polish collection is going to be right up my alley. Like old enough to have had CDs as a kid, lived through the iPod generation, and now we all just listen to Spotify, right? Or whatever music platform you use. But this sounds like it's going to be really focused on some of those ideas of like listening to mixtapes or mixed CDs, as I suppose we had as I got older. So on shuffle, this one it looks like a teal with a maybe hollow sparkle in it. It has a nice sparkle to it. And I'm guessing with that sparkle, it's going to be kind of sheer or a jelly. So we'll see what this is like. This one is called Windows Down, Volume Up. I feel like that is a pretty ubiquitous phenomenon, time period not necessary. Everyone has had this experience. This one is a rather multi-chrome shifty shade. It's got blue and purple in it, and the base is like a nice light blue, almost like a robin's egg but with a little bit more teal to it. I think this one's gonna look really pretty. This one is called Spinning Vinyl. This one looks like it has a little bit of shift to it, but this one is also one of the magnetics in the collection, so that could be that magnetic pigment coming through. I'm seeing like a very red purple kind of a color with maybe some gold orange kind of shifts, but we'll have to see how it comes out with the magnet. I feel like magnetic polishes can be really tricky to predict. This one is start to finish. This one might be my second favorite of the collection so far. It's looking like kind of a blue purple base, but there's a super intense glitter in it, and it's almost a shifty kind of glitter. There's some pink and some gold. This is going to be really pretty. Next we have Orchestra Pit. This one is kind of like a greenish gold, like almost a new gold kind of a look. This is not my most favorite color in the world, but with all that shimmer, I think it's gonna look pretty. This is Headphones On, the other magnetic. I'm seeing a lot of gold sparkle in there, but the base seems to be a pretty neutral color. So I'm really hopeful that it's gonna be sort of like that old polish Mooncat's Treasure Trove, where it's sort of neutral looking, and then the sparkle is like real gold. I Burned You a CD. This is also a really multi-chromy shifty shade. There's some red, there's some gold, there's some green from like extreme angles. So we'll see what this looks like in my studio lighting on the nail, because sometimes multi-chromes can show up a little bit better than you think on the nail, and sometimes they show up a little bit less. This one is called On Repeat, and I actually love this as well. This is like a pretty olive green with also that holographic shimmer in it, a lot like Shuffle or On Shuffle. But look at these two together. This olive green stands out so nicely next to this teal, and I love a good olive green. That's one of my favorite colors. Hopefully this is like a nice jelly so that we get a lot of that base in there and not too transparent, but we'll see. Okay, we're gonna start with On Shuffle. And yeah, that's definitely more of a jelly. I am in love with this color. Okay, this is windows down, volume up. This one is a little sheer, but that multi-chrome is so pretty. To see what it looks like on a second coat. Okay, this is the magnetic spinning vinyl. That's gonna be so pretty. There's pink particles and also like some blue particles. Gorgeous. Wow. This one is called Start to Finish. Wow, that's a lot of sparkle. That's so pretty. I love this one. All right, here's the shade Orchestra Pit. Oh, wow. This is so shimmery and reflective. It's like a metallic coating of the nail. It's so beautiful. Okay, here's that shade Headphones On. Yes, it's going to be so perfect. Look at the way that gold glitter just sits in the nude base. I am in love with this polish. This one is I Burned You a CD. This one is super pigmented and has that really, really lovely red gold shift. And finally, the Olive on Repeat. There that is. Wow. Y'all, I am going to be honest with you. I don't know what happened, but somewhere in my archives of footage, I lost the end of this video. So I went to edit it all together and just could not find it. So we are going to go ahead and talk right now about my impressions of this collection from Cracked Polish. I want to talk about the magnetics first because these really impressed me. Specifically spinning vinyl. Sometime after I did the video, I went and did an entire mani with this one just to check out this cool different magnetic patterns thing that I picked up. It's from Shimmer Hollow. It's called the Charm Caster, and you can use it to make a ton of different patterns with magnets. It's super fun. But anyway, I loved this one because it had such a great contrast between the magnetic pigment and the base pigment. So it looked really cool with all the different patterns that I did. I love the color of the base, and I love how sparkly the magnetic pigments are too. This was my other standout favorite. And it's not even necessarily, I think, because I like the color so much, although I do really like the color. It's because I am missing in my Mooncat collection exactly one polish. It's called Treasure Trove, and it looks so much like this. This is a fantastic dupe. So this makes me feel a lot better about missing that polish from my collection because they sell for astronomical prices on Mercari, and I am not paying them. So this makes me feel a lot better having it. It's like this really, really pretty neutral polish, and it even has like a teeny bit of shimmer in it, but that magnetic pigment is like a bright gold. So it is a more subtle magnetic, but it looks so beautiful. I love something that's subtle, but also has like an amazing element if you look closely, and this polish fits the bill 100%. Two polishes in this collection I found a little bit disappointing. One of those was Orchestra Pit. It's gorgeous. It looks like burnished gold. It's so bright and reflective. And I'm wondering if it's because it's so bright and reflective that I was struggling a little bit because I was getting these micro bubbles and they looked like really prominent since the polish was so reflective and shiny, kind of like how pearl polishes are hard to do right because they show brush strokes a lot. So I kind of wonder if that's part of what the problem was, or maybe if I was just having a bad day humidity wise and so I was getting lots of bubbles. But it did really accentuate the imperfections in the polish. And this one, Windows Down, Volume Up. I really wanted to like this one, but it was just a little bit too sheer for my tastes. Even after 3 coats, it just didn't build up a whole lot. I kind of want a polish that's just like this color, not like a sheer wash of it. And that's totally fine. I know there are lots of people out there who love a more sheer polish, so if that's you, then this is totally great for you. The two kind of jellies in the collection, On Shuffle and On Repeat. My one complaint about On Repeat is that it kind of needed 2 coats. With 1 coat, it was a little bit uneven, but with 2 coats, it got so dark that it was really hard to tell that it was an olive green. And I love the olive green, so I was kind of bummed. In bright sunlight, it comes out, but just indoors, it just looks like kind of dark and muddy, like maybe a brown almost. So that was kind of a bummer with this one. But On Shuffle was a fantastic teal, and it stayed teal even through 2 coats, so I loved this color. These two I also really liked. This was start to finish, and it has that shimmery, shifty glitter in it that I think just looks so cool. It's also a little bit sheer, but the glitter is so densely packed that it doesn't really look sheer, if that makes sense. It just has a nice, shifty, shimmy color to it. This one, I burned you a CD. This is a really cool multi-chrome, and it has really good coverage, so everything looks really neat, and it shifts So fun. I love this color. So those are my thoughts on the Cracked Polish Music is Life collection. By and large, they were almost all a hit. And I think that some of those were due to my own preferences. So there will probably be others who really like them. So if you are looking for some polishes that look like this and have a really good formula, check out Cracked Polish because I think they still have the whole collection in stock, if I'm not mistaken. Thank you all so much for watching. If you have any questions or anything you'd like to talk about, please do say so down in the comments because I would love to chat with you. Thank you all so much. I hope you have an absolutely wonderful day.